Hello guys, so this is the continuation of our button box, and this is the buttons that I'll be using. This is my existing button box. This is below the steering wheel, and it has 10 buttons, push buttons. We'll be using a ribbon type cable. This is a 10 wires ribbon type wire. So we'll be using crimping first. This will be the female connectors that will be connector to the button box. Sometimes when you crimp the connector, sometimes there is no connection. That's why I'm controlling it with the multimeter if the connection is good. And so then this is my existing button box, and I have to rewire. I want to rewire it because it was messy. I'm just extending the wires. This so we finish extending, and we have to put as usual we have to put the shrink cubes, and there you go. I just put shrink cubes to the pairs so that you can easily identify which is pairs. So we have joining again. Each pair has two wires, so we have to put the wires. And don't forget to put always a shrink cube. The ribbon wires are very thin. It is better to go when you solder it with another wire. it's very thin. The wires are very thin, so this is better use only for crimp to the ends. It is better to use only for the connectors, but if you make it an extension, the wires is very thin. But I will put electrical tape, so it will be more, will not move the wires will not move too much, so that it will not break the wires of the ribbon type wire. As you can see, it's very thin. It's not recommended to extend it with another wire, but my project I'll just use it because for me it's good enough, because the buttons we had already two extensions, two extended wires, and they are very long. Here, for now, I will be using only 10 buttons for this button, and I have also a rotary switch, so the rotary switch has 2 buttons, so I'll be using 10 plus 4, 10 plus 2, 12 buttons. So I have a spare buttons connections in the future, because this has 24 buttons. This button is a matrix, 24 buttons and 4 encoders. So we are finished, and we have just to put the female connectors. This button box is I'm using the 4 buttons for the cross control and the 6 buttons for the cameras, and 5 buttons for the cameras and for the enter key also. It's very convenient to me. So these are the connectors, female connectors. So you have to put one 4 pins and one 6 pin. Be careful with the pairs, because the pair will be at the same on the other side. So this is the 6 pin. So this will be 5 buttons. So one for this is 5 buttons, because we have 10 buttons for this button, push buttons. So the other one is also 10 pins, and will be only 5 buttons. So all in all, it's 10 buttons. So there you go. So I finished. We have to test it now. You have to put timers. And I have to put the electrical tape here, so it will be more robust. The extension point will be more rigid, because the wires of the ribbon type is very thin. So there you go. So now our finish. So we have to connect this. So these are, just put it on top like this. And the other to the bottom. Okay. So this is the library from GitHub. And
To wire the rotational function of the
this
encoders,
is the
each encoder
Arduino
will firstly need the center pin wired to the
ED.
ground on the Pro Micro
So
board.
we have to select the board, Arduino micro.
Solder one wire to the center pin on
Those
each
for
encoder, then back
COM
into the
7.
ground pin on the board.
And compile
The pins either side of the center pin are used for sending the
and
signal.
then compile.
These need to be wired to TX
So we
and
have to
RX for
upload
the
it
first encoder,
to the Arduino.
the second encoder to pins 2 and pins 3, the third encoder to pins 4 and 5, and the fourth encoder to pins 6 and
There
7.
you go. So
Solder these wires
we
onto the
have
encoders
to
and then onto the board.
go to the control panel
To minimize the damage on the USB cable, place the cable through a rubber grommet and then
device.
feed the cable through the hole on the back of the box. Then push the rubber grommet into place. Tie a small knot in the USB
So
cable to
we
prevent
have
it
to
accidentally
test
being pulled
one
out
by
from
one.
the box. Plug the USB
This
cable
is
into the Pro
USB-C.
Micro board and locate a position to
So
mount
I bought
it.
a
Use some hot
USB-C
glue or double-sided tape to hold it in place.
for the Arduino Pro Micro.
Next, close the box and screw down the front plate. Plug in the USB cable to a PC and upload and install the button box
So this
sketch
is the
to the
game
board.
controllers I
Once the
have.
sketch is loaded, it will stay stored even when the box is disconnected from the USB.
And
Next, check the function of the
to
box and then map the
go to
buttons in-game to your
properties
preference.
and it's time to test. I use diodes to for the wires to not to bleed. If you push two buttons together, the other buttons will light up, so you need to put the diodes. There you go, all are working. If you push two buttons or more, they will not bleed, so you have to put the diode. So we have to test the other buttons connections. So if they are also working. So they are working also, and so it's time to install it. So when you're pushing the buttons, look, only the push buttons are light up, and the encoders are at the bottom. I'll be using them in the future. So we have also 4 more push buttons on the encoder. So the encoders are here. So these are the push buttons. They are not lighting up. just shorting the buttons. It's not working. So the buttons are at the left side. Because the encoders has also push button, so they are 5 pins, but I can use it only the buttons if I want without the encoder. So there you go. So I just install it the bottom of my steering wheel, and it's done. So there you go. This is the buttons. The right side, the 4 buttons, I'm using it as a cruise control, and maybe I'll show you how I made also this signals lights, dashboard lights from SimHub for next videos. Okay, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.